Yo guys, welcome back to another video. It is Valentine's Day, so I thought I'd do like a sort of Valentine's Day special. I've actually been planning this video for a while over the last few months, and as you guys can tell by the title of the volume, today we're going to be doing sort of what I call an initial impressions review. Not really a 3-volume rule video, but just me hopping into a series based on like the first volume or whatever I have of it, giving my thoughts, and yeah, telling you guys what I think. So today we're going to be covering Wotakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku, and yeah, let's get right into it. If you're like me, and it being Valentine's Day, you have absolutely no plans whatsoever. So you're able to sit back and read some manga, and it being Valentine's Day, love is in the air, and why not read a nice, wholesome, rom-com, slice of life, kind of chill, sit back series, and Wotakoi is just that. Wotakoi is a bit of a different series that I've seen because it's more of a mature romance. The characters are adults. Not to say that the series is ecchi or anything, and it has a lot of innuendo and stuff like that, because it is very wholesome. But just the whole them being adults, older adults, and it being like a workplace romance sort of thing is definitely pretty different from like the whole like high school romance or even college age people that we see a lot of rom-com series. So in that sense, it's definitely pretty different. And yeah, this series though I've only read the first volume because these actually didn't know these editions are omnibuses, and so they're like 2-in-1s. And as you guys can see, I've read about a little more than halfway. I read a little bit into the second volume. But yeah, I read the first volume, and that's kind of what this review is based on. Based on what I've read, I can pretty much see that this series is definitely a very episodic series. It doesn't really have like an overarching plot. And one thing you guys should know is that I'm going to be comparing this series a lot to another series I've read, Rent-a-Girlfriend, which is the only other rom-com series that I've actually read. But like with Rent-a-Girlfriend and some other rom-com sort of anime that I've seen also, there's usually somewhat of an overarching plot. Like each episode or each chapter or volume leads into one another. But with this series, it's sort of like you can hop in anywhere and just start reading it, and it makes sense. As it would make more sense to read the first like volume, I guess, because that's kind of where it explains everything. But after the first volume, it seems to me, and I don't know if this is true because I've only read the first volume and some of the second volume, but it seems to me like you can pretty much hop in anywhere and start reading. So like, yeah, that's kind of cool in a way. But and I guess that kind of adds to the whole it being really chill kind of vibe it has. Just the fact that you can hop in anywhere and just have a good time. It doesn't take itself seriously at all, the series. It's definitely a comedy. It's pretty funny. I've actually had to laugh at some parts. And there's a lot of references to different video games and anime and manga and whatnot, since, that's what this series is centered around. One thing that does make this series definitely very different from a series like Rent-a-Girlfriend is it's not really spicy. The one thing I did like about Rent-a-Girlfriend was that the situations that the characters were put in were always pretty spicy. They always kept you engaged in what was happening, and it had some etchiness to it at some points. So that, as a male reader, kept me pretty engaged, I will say. But that isn't really something that you'll find with Wotakoi. Like I said before, definitely very wholesome, so that's one thing. But it's just, overall, I don't really mind it because it's just a different flavor and I guess that's how I would put it. Not the same type, I guess. Also, another part, I find it far less relatable than Rent a Girlfriend. I guess partly because, Wotakoi has to do with like older characters, while Rent a Girlfriend, although, I mean, technically they're adults, they're definitely young adults, college age, or, even some characters are younger, if I remember correctly. So I find that series far more relatable, but that doesn't keep me from having a good time reading Wotakoi whatsoever. Overall, if you're just looking for a fun, sort of funny rom-com, relaxing read that you can just sit back and chill, I do recommend Wotakoi. I don't know that I'll continue to collect it. We'll have to see. I'm gonna finish this omnibus here probably tonight or something. So maybe I'll let you guys know in the future. If I continue to collect it, you'll see it in some manga haul. But yeah, so far it's just been pretty fun, and if you guys are looking for that sort of thing, I'd go for it. Yeah, just a good read overall. Story and plot aside, I want to talk more about like the physical release of the series. So yeah, like I was talking about before, these are omnibus editions, which I didn't even know, and I guess I should have kind of guessed because it says it right on the back. Yeah, I figured that these were just thicker volumes, but I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, I really do like this format. It's about normal Kodansha size, I guess. And usually, Kodansha, low Dansha are always missing. This feels like a good quality volume. I can tell that it is a Kodansha volume, but just like the paper quality and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it feels a lot nicer than the Rent a Girlfriend volumes. It feels heavier duty. So I do like that. I do want to show off this cover for a few. I did kind of show this off before. And if you look in the light, and it's kind of hard to tell with this light, but it does have words on there. It says, love is hard for Otaku, and it also says it on the back. Yeah, I think these volumes are quite nice. A lot of people don't like Kodansha because they have a lot of quality control issues, which I totally understand and agree. My Rent a Girlfriend volumes aren't terrible. They're not in bad condition at all. I haven't had a whole lot of quality control issues with that at all. They are, on the outside, they did get a little, like, chipped, I guess, you'd say. So, I mean, and that's part of it, I guess, but, yeah. Also, on the inside of these volumes, there are some full color parts. I don't know how much of this I can show. There are some full color parts in this volume at the beginning of every volume, or I said volume, in this omnibus at the beginning of every volume. So there's one at the beginning of volume 1, beginning of volume 2, and it does have here I will show you guys that. This is the volume 2 cover right there. So yeah, I do like that it has like those thicker pages that are full color. I do like that. I know that's a thing that like manhwa and webtoons do, is they do the whole full color thing. And yeah, I like to see it in manga as well. These omnibus editions are sitting at about $18 USD, which honestly I don't think is a terrible price, considering how Kodansha prices their volumes. Again, for example, Rent a Girlfriend, for one of those volumes it's like $12.99. So I mean, I'd rather spend $5 more on a Wotakoi omnibus than even buy a Rent a Girlfriend volume to begin with. I think you're getting more bang for your buck, honestly. And 2 volumes, so if we're taking Kodansha's prices, that's like $26, and then you're getting it for essentially $18. So, I mean, that's kind of a good deal. Of course, you're never gonna beat like Viz Media's omnibuses, even like They're, I guess you guys can't see it too well, but the One Piece, or the Naruto or the Bleach, 3 volumes for $15. Then that's as good as it gets. But I mean, for Kodansha and the way they price their volumes, 2 volumes, and you get these pretty, like I said, pretty nice editions. $18, not bad. But yeah, guys, that is going to be about it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I thought, it would be a good idea to do this sort of video. I definitely do like this video format quite a bit, and I'll probably end up doing it again, just sort of like I like the initial impressions review, just sort of a quick, give you guys my thoughts, and sort of a more concise review, and yeah, I quite like it, so be expecting more of these sort of videos in the future, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.